Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today we would like to present our subject Software Requirement and Design BITP 2223. So in this assignment 1, we choose medical tourism as our project. First of all, I would like to introduce my pair partner, Nurul Atikah binti Cik Bakori, and I am Siti Zulekha binti Muhammad Noor. I would like to say sorry to Prof. Dr. Masila because I can't open my camera to do this presentation. I would like to go to the introduction. Currently, the Ministry of Health is promoting medical tourism. This industry is important, especially to Malacca State. To do this, there is a need to develop an application to ease the finding of doctors, specialists, and hospitals for certain illness. The application should be able to display the required list of doctors and their hospital regard to the illness. So we create the system to help people out there to use this system and to ease their journey to go to the hospital. Before we create the system, we do the survey. So in this survey, we got the result that 24% that do the survey is a male and 76% female. The age that do the survey, the age of 13 to 20 years, there is no people around that age. And the age of 21 to 30 years, we got 93%. And the age of 31 and above, 7% only. The profession people that do this survey, we got the result that students do the survey is 86%, workers 10%, and others profession 4%. Next, first question that we do the survey is, have you ever heard of medical tourism? So in this question, we got the result that people that answer yes is 66.7%, and the people that answer no 33.3%. Second question, do you ever had some trouble to find doctors, specialists, or hospital for certain illness? So the people that answer yes, we got the result 51.9%, and the people that answer no 48.1%. Next question. Have you ever compared the cost of hospitality and medicine to treat your illness? So in this question, we got the result that people answer yes is 69%, and the people that answer no is 31%. The next question, have you ever spent 4 hours to book for an appointment? So the result that we got, answer yes is 99%, and the answer no 31%.
Okay, next the question is, if there is an application for medical tourism, would you like to use it? Okay, the percentage of choosing yes is 96.6 responder, and for the percentage of choosing no is 34.4% responder. Okay, for the question, what are the functions do you think should be in the medical tourism application? This question is a multiple choice question. Okay, for the health information, there are 65.5% responders choose this answer. Okay, for the list of doctor, specialists, and hospital for specific illness, there is 79.3 responder choose this answer. Okay, for the reminder for booking your appointment, there is 72.4% that answer this question. For the location, to find the nearest hospital, there is 51.7% that are choosing this answer. How to book an appointment, there is 75.9% choosing this answer. Next. Okay, for the question, do you think the application will help you to save your time to book for an appointment and looking for any doctor, specialist or hospital for illness? Okay, for this one, the percentage of choosing yes is 100%. So that means all the responders choose yes for the question. Okay, next is if the application is good, would you like to recommend it to the others? So the percentage of choosing yes is also 100%. So the responder would like to share it or recommend it to the others if the application is good. Okay, next. Okay, for the objective, there are three objectives for the system. First is to allow patients find doctors, specialists, and hospitals for certain illness. Second is to save time and energy from queue to book appointment at hospital. And the third one is to allow patients to check the availability of doctor and check the health information. Okay, for the next is I will pass it to the Siti Zulaika.
So now I continue with functional requirement. So in this functional requirement, it have registration. So in the registration, it have a function of add patient and assign ID. For add patient, the system shall allow to add new patient to the system. And assign ID, after registration, patient will get an ID for hospital record. So when the patient go to the hospital, they just need to use the ID. Next, medical matter management. In medical matter management, it have three functions, which are list of doctors, list specialists, and list of hospital. In list doctor, the system will list the doctor with their qualification, so that the patient can choose which doctor that they want to treat the illness, and patient also can choose the doctor by their qualification. Next, list specialists. The system will list the specialists with their qualification. So the patient also can choose the specialist to treat their illness. And last one is list hospital. In the list of hospital, the system will list the nearest hospital, so that the patient can choose where the hospital that they want to go. Next, booking appointment. In booking appointment, it have patient information. Patient need to fill the information to book an appointment, like name, phone number, personal ID, address, postal code, city, country, and IC number for hospital record. In this booking appointment also it have appointment availability, and the system will show the availability of date and time to the patient. So patient can choose the date that available that time. In this booking also have a reminder. After the patient do the booking of appointment, patient will get a reminder that when the day and time of their appointment. And the last function in booking appointment is the system shall give the location of hospital that can treat the illness to the patient. Next, generate report. In generic report, it has patient information. For every 6 hours, the system shows generic report and patient on patient information. So it generates the report like when the patient go to the hospital, when the patient check out from the hospital, and when who the doctor that treat that patient. Next, doctor availability. The system shows generic reports on doctor information that have qualification on certain illness. So, if for example, the patient have fever, so which doctor that they need to meet, and like if another illness, so the patient need to go another doctors. And hospital availability, the system should generate report on hospital information that can treat on certain illness. So in this report, the admin can generate a report like how many patient in that day and how many doctor that on duty that day. Next, database. In database, it has patient mandatory information. In patient mandatory information, that each patient shall have the mandatory information like name, IC number, address, city, phone number. But patient also can update their information. So the system shall allow the user to update any of the patient information. For example, if a patient change their phone number, so patient can update the new phone number in that system. Then in database also can search for patient. The system should allow the user to search for patient information by name or patient ID. For example, the admin want to search patient that treat the illness in that day. So they just need search by name, or they also can search by patient ID. Next, doctor mandatory information. Each doctor in hospital should have the mandatory information, as doctor names, doctor ID, phone number, doctor duty, and so on. So, doctor also can update their information, update their duty on that day, or phone number or address. Okay. Last one is hospital information. The hospital should have the information like where the location of hospital, the city, and the address of hospital. Next, we go to non-functional requirements. So I pass to Nurul Atika.
Okay, for the functional requirement, there are 5 functional requirement. Okay, first is the usability. Usability is focus on the appearance of the user interface and how people interact with it. Okay, uh, usability has 2 points. Okay, first is the user can easily use this application because it show you step by step how to use the application. Okay, second is when the users enter the information, the system shall send an approval request so that the user don't have to worry whether their booking appointment is approved or not because the system will send you the approval request. Okay, second is reliability or availability. This is what are the uptime requirement does the system need to function 24 hours or what? Okay, so the system will function for 24 hours, but the approval for the system to book for an appointment, it has a limited time, which are on weekends and during office hour only. But for the other requirement, for example, you want to know the step, how to book an appointment, or health information, or looking the nearby hospital, it's good for 24 hours. Okay, then when 24 hours have passed since the last database backup, the server shall automatically backup the database. And next is the server room can be accessed by authorized employee 24 hours. So it only can be accessed by the employees who are work on that day lah. Okay, next is performance. Okay, for the performance is how fast does it need to respond. I mean the system. Okay, so all the system page within 4 seconds only. Okay, then next is scalability. Okay, for the scalability, the server room shall accommodate a future doubling of installed hardware. Okay, lastly, security. Okay, for the security, the database security shall meet the HIPAA requirements. Okay, next is the use case of the system. Okay, for the use case, it has two users, which is customer and admin. Okay, for the customer, when the customer log in into the system, then the system will verify the account. If the account is verified, it is include. Okay, if the login is error, it will go back to the login and it is exclude. Okay, for the searching, okay, uh, if you want to search a list of doctor or hospital, uh, if the searching is successfully, it will go to the list of doctor and the hospitals and it is include. Okay, but if the searching is error, for example, what you search is not in the system, it will go back to the searching and it is exclude. Okay, for the location, when you find the location of the hospital that nearby to your to you, okay, then it is include. Okay, then you can choose which hospital you want to go. Okay, next is reservation. For the reservation, when the customer reserve an appointment, it will go to the booking appointment and it is include. Okay, when the customer reserve the appointment, the admin will update it in the system. So for the appointment, it will automatically uh, inside the database of the system. Okay, for the activity diagram, I pass it to the Siti Zulaika.
So I continue with activity diagram. In this activity diagram, there is two, patient and admin. The patient, firstly, patient will register the system. And after the patient register the system, patient will log in. And after the login is successful, patient can check the medical matter like list of doctor, list of specialists, and list of hospital. After patient check the medical matter, patient can check the book appointment. If the appointment is not available, date and time not available, the patient can stop at there. But if the appointment available, the patient can consult the doctor or specialist. After consult the specialist, the patient go to the warded. If they need to warded, patient can treat the illness. But if uh, the patient do not need to worry. Doctor can attend patient, and the patient will stop there. At the patient undergoes warded, there is two activity, which are patient get treat illness and the admin can generate report. Admin generate report the patient information that warded that day, the doctor that on duty, and the how many patient that book appointment in that day. Patient get treat illness. If the patient okay, the patient will check out and lastly stop there. But if the patient not okay, it will return to the patient consult doctor and specialist. So in that activity, doctor consult again that patient, give the best treatment to treat the illness. So uh, the the flow we repeat again uh, until the patient can check out and the system will stop. Next, we go to the prototype. First screen, we first screen, we create the welcome screen. So in the welcome screen, we are write the welcome to medical tourism system. And in that welcome screen, it have four options, which are patient or user can choose whether want to register first or go to the medical matter, booking appointment, and generate a report. Then after the patient choose registration, go to the next. And in the registration screen, patient or user need to fill in the information like name, IC number, phone number, address, and password to log in that system. Then after finish the fill in the information, user submit that information to the system. After get the password and username, user can go to the login screen. In the user login, user need to fill in the username and password of their system, and then user can sign in. Next, user will go to the medical matter. In this screen medical matter, user can see the list of doctors. So user can see can choose which doctor that they want to treat their illness. And also user also can see the list of specialists. In this list of specialists, there is a lot of specialists in that hospital. So patient can choose the specialist for a certain illness. And the last one is list of hospital. The user can choose which hospital that they want to go, and or choose the nearest hospital uh, nearer hospital to them. Next, the user go to the booking appointment screen. In the booking appointment, user or patient need to fill in the name, IC number, phone number, and choose the date and time to book appointment. If the date and time is not available, the user or patient need to choose another date and time. And last one is your patient or user need to choose the hospital location. So patient or user can choose any hospital that they want to go. Then user or patient need to submit that information for admin record. So the last one, we go to the generate report screen. In this generate report, it has patient information, doctor's availability, and hospital availability. So that in this generate report, it just admin can see like the patient information for their record and the doctor availability and hospital availability. That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.